In a second. Yep, you're on air. Okay.
Brilliant.
All right, so let's go to your dashboard here. I've put in a demo there, so you could see and play around with that bit before you did anything else. So the way that you change the mega menu is that you go to Appearance here,
Yeah.
go to Menus,
Yeah.
and in the menus are the pages that are actually on the menu. And the menu is set up as the mega menu already. You don't need to touch any of the other
Oh, I
levers
see.
in there.
But if
Now,
I want to add another menu item at the top, all I do is go to the top here and say add
no,
menu.
no. I'll show you how to do that in a second.
Sure.
Let's
I'm
just
going to
go
have
this.
lots of dumb questions, so I think
Okay.
you run through your stuff first, and then I'll ask
Okay.
all the dumb
So
questions.
on each of the menu pages, you've got Jet Menu there. So let's
Yeah.
look at the mega menu and click Jet Menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that particular page, you can have that Jet Menu on or off. If you switch it
Okay.
off, it just becomes the normal menu that you see on everybody else's website. It doesn't have the drop down.
Okay.
So we want to edit that, excuse me. And when it opens up the editor screen, you actually add to that menu just as you would to every other Elementor unit. So what I put on this demo one, I put in some images up here. So
Oh, I see.
what
Okay.
happens is I put the mega menu up there. If I put in here mega, this is your search, you can have a vertical mega menu which will run up and down the side, which you don't want, or a mega menu up there. So to get that, what I did is, and we'll just do another one here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 different areas there. I can have 4, I can have 5, I can have 6 if I want. So
Yeah.
if I open up, let's say I'm going to open up 3 areas. Okay, I'm opening up another mega menu here. Yes.
Yeah.
And now in that mega menu, I can add whatever I want. So if I click on there,
So it's like
to-
three column. Is that 3 columns of whatever you want? So it could be
Well, yeah.
text, it could be an image.
It can be anything, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's 25%, 50%, and 25% across it. So if I want to put in the text editor, for example, I just leave that as it is there.
Gotcha.
And in this middle one, let's say I want to put in an image. Let's slide
If you
in
put an image, perfect. Okay, now I'm beginning to understand
Okay,
this. Sorry.
I can choose an image one of 2 ways. Now that's a bit large to go in the mega menu, so I'm going to size that down probably to 300 by 300. I'm going to click here, and I can either choose an image from my library or upload a file, and what I do is just drop the file in here or select files, and that will go to your PC to select the file.
Brilliant. Okay.
And let's just choose one from the library. Let's choose that one and insert that one. That's in the middle now. And on this one over here, I'm going to put a button in there and just leave it like that. So now I've produced that mega menu. I'm going to update that.
How do you update it?
There's a little down here. It was green. If I do anything to it,
Yeah, sorry, I've just seen it now.
yeah, it was green and now it's not. So if I let's just go back to your home page. Okay, here. Now look, I've got the one that I made there, and this is the second one I've just made.
Okay, cool.
So your services, we'll do that in a second. But here, this is our demo one I just made for you. That's what I made last night. And right now, I've just put those 3 columns in there.
Okay, awesome.
And that's how you manipulate and set up your mega menu. When you've finished everything on that, you let's pull it over
So,
here.
so you know those the laptop images, are they each a different menu?
Yeah, it's each a different menu. I've just duplicated. What I did was right click and duplicate, and I've just duplicated it down there.
Yeah, it's okay. The reason is I'm asking, if you go back to my website, for example, just the Secureipx, which you've got open,
Yes.
If you go to services,
Yes.
you
Okay. Tell
you
you what. Let's just do that. Let's go. Let's come out of this, and
no, no, it just explains it to me. That's why, because then I can put text underneath the under managed service, cybersecurity that you're currently looking at,
sure.
connectivity and cloud service. I need to put text underneath it,
Okay. No problem. Let's just go there.
or a link, should I say,
All right.
or
No
a set of
problem.
links.
That's just one moment.
Sure. Sorry.
Okay. Don't get excited.
As you gathered, I'm not the most patient person,
All
so
right.
apologies.
So let is go back to appearance menus, and let's go to one that is already there, and let's go to that one, the managed services. So on your menus here, yeah, let's have a look. You've got services. So let's go here. These here you can move up and down,
Yep.
just like that, if you want a different order for them.
Sure.
So let's go to the menu there. That's already switched on. Let's edit it, and it
Okay.
will open up the same editor, and within that it will open up all these areas here.
Okay. This is all Elementor. Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's all it's the professional website builder, so it's all the same. Now once you're here, where it says managed services, you've got business community and all the bits and pieces. Let's have a look at it live. Services here, you've got managed services, and you can add to all of those there. So
Okay,
here,
so the things that you just showed me under managed services, they're all hidden, like business continuity, network design and implementation, network monitoring. That's all hidden, is it?
yes, that's hidden at the moment. You can open it up
Ah, right. Okay.
and you edit it here, and you can see here you've got different areas. That's a duplication, but if I click on business community, it says what the text is. You can have an icon for it, and if you want to link it to a page
Right.
here, what you've got is this dynamic link button. So if I click that, okay, I want to link it to an internal URL, which is one of your pages.
Yeah.
A site URL, you could link it to google.com, for example,
Oh,
but
I
I want
see.
to link
Okay.
it to an internal URL.
Yeah.
And when I click that, the color changes, and you'll see a little wrench on the side. So when I click that, it will give me the page. Let's say I want to link it to it's part of the content, and I want to link it to your home page. So
There's a page in there called Identity Access Management. If you could find it, I would just because I set that up yesterday, just as a bit of fun. I don't know if you can find it. Yeah, there you go.
uh,
Incident response is the other one I set up. Yep, that'd be
okay,
brilliant.
right, click that. Yep. So now that is now linked, and you can see it right in the bottom corner down there. If you
Yeah.
look here, when I cover it, you'll see the URL comes up,
Okay.
and it
Yeah.
tells you that it's linked to that page there.
Okay.
Okay, so under here, I'm going to save it,
Sure.
and that is now linked to that. And you start to set up all those links for that there.
Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Looks like I'm going to become an Elementor expert, but
Oh,
in the
you'll be
next
able
few
to build
days.
websites soon.
Yeah, please. That's not what I'm. That's not my life mission. That's for you, Brian.
Uh, well, it's like everything. Everything is simple when you know how, and
Yeah.
nothing is too complicated. And to work around Elementor, and the reason that we use it is because it's well supported. It has regular upgrades, and if you go to YouTube and type in anything, you can get the tutorial on what you want to do.
Okay. Um. Can, okay. You. Yeah. If you carry on showing me what you're going to show me, because I've got a load of still dumb questions to ask you.
Okay, so I'm just going to go. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know.
But that's brilliant because now I know how to link.
Yeah.
What I
If you
want
want
to do.
anything added, you don't know what it is. In this box here, just search for it, because there is lots and lots of areas which we call widgets that you can add things to the different elements on the page.
Okay.
Um, okay, so let's just go back, and I don't need to save that because you can do that. Let's go. Okay, so if I go to pages, let's add a new page,
Yeah.
which you know how to do. So add a new page, page one. You're going to publish it, and then if you want to edit it, you'll edit it with Elementor.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that just yet. I want to go to appearance. I want to go to menus. Okay, and here we have pages, posts, and categories. So in my pages appears now page one.
Sure.
I want to add that to my menu, so I'll click it and add it to my menu, and it will be at the bottom. Oh, it hasn't gone to the bottom. Where has it gone? There it is at the bottom there. So
Yeah.
I might not want it at the bottom. Contact us is typically at the end. I might want it in the middle here, or maybe I want to sub it under a page, but really you don't want to do that because you're using the mega menu to do all those subs.
Sure.
So that would just confuse the issue. But if it was like there, page
Yeah.
one, and then I hit save, okay, what will happen is if I refresh the page now, your page one will appear up here somewhere. There it is there.
Yeah. Okay. And to make it a submenu, I have to go into mega menu.
Yeah, to make that submenu, you go to mega menu here. At the moment, it's switched off. There's nothing subbed under it. So you first of all switch it on, and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
you go there afterwards.
Okay. Brilliant.
So I'm going to delete that because we don't need that at all. And but if you want a post on there, you can put a post on there, one of your blog posts, or if you want a category on there, because within your posts you're going to have categories, and this would be categories for articles that you would write, which you should try to do because that's how you get your SEO up and running, is
Yeah.
have lots of articles on different things and information so that your website has some movement on it and some fresh information, and you can categorize each of those under whatever you want. You can have under VoIP, you can have it under secured or whatever. You just make the categories up as you go.
Sure.
And
No, I get what you're saying.
I didn't save that menu, so it's going to be there.
I think
But-
I need to get the basics in before I start doing all of that. But yeah, I get what you mean by that at least.
Okay, I'm just going to remove this again. So I didn't save it after removing it because there we go. Save
Oh, I
that,
see.
and then in pages, I'm going to go to all pages here. Now, like I said, sometimes you make a mistake, which I do quite a lot. So page one, I don't like that title. The way to change that is you go to the quick edit, and you can see here it's called the slug. There. Now the slug will be what comes after the main URL. So managed services is the slug for
Okay.
services. You might not want that as a slug. You might want just managed or just services.
Yeah.
So if I want to change my slug to page one is to I made a mistake, so it's page two, and also I haven't got a capital at the front. I need to change that. That's all you do to change the title, and here you change the slug. You must leave the hyphen in between each word and change that to that, and then the slug and the page is changed from there.
Okay.
And of course you update it and it's done.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't want to do any of that with that page at all. What I want to do is to go to all pages, and I want to delete that altogether, and I'm going to send it to the bin. Now when you send it to the bin, it doesn't delete it.
Okay.
What it does is it takes it up to here to bin. It's like a double protection for you.
Sure. I now understand. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I go to bin, I can delete permanently from there.
Okay.
And that's obviously so you just don't delete a page that you've done a lot of work on and then you can't recover it again.
Okay. So, I mean, it's worth checking the bin before you delete it anyway. So I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
What is private at the top? Sorry. Private means you've not published it, effectively.
No. Yeah, well, kind of. Let me just go to all pages again. And you've got this one test private.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go on to, let's go to the quick edit here for a second. It's published, and it's published. Where is private on there? It isn't on there. Maybe it's not on there. Where do I go there? I want to go to pages. Let's edit. Okay, so private. You see the visibility?
Sure.
It means only you can see it.
Okay.
I can change that to public, or I can make it password protected. And password protected means you can send it to a person or groups of people, and they can only see it with a password.
Okay. All right.
Is that enough to get you going?
It is enough for me to get going today. Yeah.
Good.
Because I still need to cover off the.
Can I close the video down now?
Yeah, you can, please.